You and I can work together to reach your goal. To revise English not only easily, but in an interesting way as well. النقاط الأساسية عندنا النهاردة هنراجع يونت 4. أهم النقاط الأساسية عندنا today's main points: relative pronouns, who, whom, that, for whom, which, for which, that, what, cases of deleting relative pronouns. Let's begin. Where equal which plus preposition, when equal which plus preposition as well, that equal when, and at last exercises to check your understanding. كل النقاط اللي احنا اتكلمنا عليها النهارده ديت هنتناولها بالشرح وبالمراجعة ان شاء الله اثناء الشغل بتاعنا النهارده. Let's begin. Relative clauses، عبارات الوصل. A relative pronoun is used to join two sentences together and replace a noun or a pronoun in the second sentence. عندنا جملتين، ضمير الوصل ده بنستخدمه عشان نستبدل اسم أو ضمير في الجملة التانية. Who replaces human subject or object. Who نستخدمها مع الفاعل والمفعول العاقل. Examples: This is the woman. She owns the house. Second sentence: she owned the house. Where is the subject? She, and she refers to the woman. So when we want to join them together, this is the woman, and the woman is a human being who owned the house. مع العاقل woman ديت عاقل استخدمنا معاها who. I spent 2 hours talking to Ali. I met him only once before. عندي in second sentence Ali, and in first sentence Ali, and in second sentence him. Him refers to Ali, so I spent 2 hours talking to Ali, whom or who I'd met only once before. To refer to Ali عشان نشير لعلي استخدمنا whom and who. Who can be for subject and object, but whom can only for object only. بستخدم whom إذا كان عندي فاعل أو مفعول عاقل، لكن whom بستخدمها للمفعول العاقل بس. Who or that or who aren't followed with prepositions. لو أنا عندي حرف جر ما ينفعش أستخدم that or who. The man for whom he works is German. لو من بس ممكن استخدم who or whom، لكن عشان في preposition ما ينفعش ان انا استخدم معاها who وإن for whom. The man that he works for is German. طبعا ما ينفعش اقول for that، عشان كده قلنا the man that he works for is German. The man who or whom قلنا who بتنفع مع the man who or whom he works for is German. Okay. Next. Which refers to non-human subject or object. Which استخدمها مع مفعول مع فاعل أو مفعول غير عاقل. فاعل بداية الجملة أو مفعول اللي هو بعد الفعل بس يكون غير عاقل. The job was very tiring. He applied for it a week ago. بتكلم عن الجوب وعملت إشارة ليها بإت. طبعا non-human singular بستخدم معاه it، non-human plural بستخدم معاه they. إذا كان مفرد غير عاقل بشير إليه بإت، أما إذا كان جمع غير عاقل بشير إليه بthey. طب هنا عشان job non human غير عاقل هستخدم معاه which. the job which or that. طبعا احنا عارفين ان that بتحل محل which او بتحل محل who في عدم وجوده. and the job which or that he applied for a week ago was very tiring. مرهقة. the job for which he applied a week ago was very tiring. طبعا which ممكن استخدم معاها preposition، اما that او who ما بينفعش استخدم معاهم preposition حرف جر. which refers to a complete sentence that precedes it. ممكن which تحل محل جملة كاملة سابقة ليه. زي ايه الكلام ده؟ he got very bad marks in the test. جاب درجات سيئة. which made his parents very sad. الموضوع ده أحزن his parents. عشان كده إن شاء الله نتمنى إن انتوا كلكم تجيبوا درجات نهائية وتبسطوا parents كلهم، تبذلوا جهدكم إن شاء الله. ف which هنا refer to the first sentence completely، كل الجملة الأولى. one of the boys kept laughing، قعد يضحك، which annoyed the teacher very much. سايب teacher عمال يضحك عشان كده التيتشر اتضايق منه. طبعا which ديت عايدة على كل ال first sentence اللي هي one of the boys kept laughing. in which equal that in. the house cost him a lot of money، كلفه فلوس كتيرة. he lived in it، عاش فيه. the house in which he lived، ممكن أقول the house in which أو ممكن أقول the house where he lived cost him a lot of money. الكلام ده equal the house that he lived in cost him a lot of money. ممكن استخدم that بس في حالة وجود in. طيب لو مفيش in ما ينفعش استخدم that، ممكن استخدم where في الحالة دي عشان يبقى equal in which، يبقى مساوي ل in which. whose is used for possession للملكية for a human and non-human، إذا كان في عاقل أو غير عاقل. example the man felt very sad، حزن. his wife died in the accident، قدر الله زوجته توفت في حادث. يبقى the man whose wife died in the accident felt very sad. the man ملكيته أو تخصه whose wife، يبقى whose ديت بيجي وراها noun بتفيد الملكية. اوكي، استخدمناها هنا مع محل البروناون اللي عندي his. يبقى the man whose wife died in the accident felt very sad. who or which or whom without comma، ما بنستخدمش معاهم كوما في الحالة دي، فاصلة يعني. the company which or that مع غير عاقل بستخدم which or that works for sells computer. no commas. the company for which he works sells computer. no commas here. the woman who or that killed her husband was sentenced to death. برضه مفيش كوما، وأنا بستخدم who or that أو أنا بستخدم which or that. note these sentences. Mr. Ahmed, who is 45 years old, is a famous politician. هنا في two commas، في هنا إضافة additional information، معلومة إضافية. between the additional information I add two commas. لما يكون في معلومة إضافية بستخدم two commas معا. the company which is in Cairo employed 200 people. برضو which is in Cairo دي additional information ضفنا لها استخدمنا معاها 2 commas. What is used with non-human؟ دايما what بستخدمها مع غير العاقل كأداة وصل. What equal the thing that or the thing that، يعني can be used with singular مفرد or plural yeah. The things that we saw astonished us، ده معناها what we saw astonished us. The thing that annoys him is that his friend always comes late. صاحبه دايما بيجي متأخر وده بيضايقه. ده معناها what annoys him is that his friend always comes late. The first, second, last, only plus to infinitive. كل الادفيربيال phrases ديت نستخدم معاها to plus infinitive. Ali was the first student who arrived at school. أول طالب وصل المدرسة، ده معناها equal Ali was the first student to arrive at school. يبقى هو arrived ممكن استبدلها to arrive عشان في the first موجودة فيها. He was the last man who left the ship. ممكن بدل ما أقول he who left أستخدم to leave the ship. He was the last man to leave the ship. يبقى ممكن أستخدم بدل who أستخدم plus verb أستخدم to plus infinitive. Note these sentences. It's or it was human noun اسم عاقل بستخدم معاه who or that. It was Peter who broke the window. بيتر هو اللي كسر الشباك، لازم يتحاسب بيتر. بيتر هنا استخدمناها بعد it was وجي وبعد منها who العاقل. It is or was مع non-human غير عاقل نستخدم معاها which or that. It was the bus that delayed us. bus non-human غير عاقل استخدمنا ممكن استخدم معاها that أو which في بداية الجملة it was. No relative pronoun or verb to be in these cases. ما هستخدمش لا ضمير ولا verb to be am is are was were في هذه الحالات. The verb is passive لما يكون في الverb passive مبني للمجهول. The book was made into a film. was made هنا passive. It was written 20 years ago. برضه was written هنا في passive. هيبقى the book المفروض تبقى the book which was written 20 years ago was made into a film. هعمل ايه في which was they will be deleted هنحذفهم هيبقى الجملة the book written 20 years ago was made into a film. This followed by preposition. The book is about famous writers. It's on the second shelf. The book which is on the second shelf. في on the second ديت on preposition، فطالما في preposition بعد which وبعد verb to be اللي هو is هحذف which is. هيبقى الجملة المفروض تبقى الجملة the book on the second shelf is about a famous writer. it's followed by noun or adjective plus noun. لو جه ورا relative pronoun و verb to be noun أو adjective plus noun هحذفهم. John Smith was interviewed on TV. He is a famous runner. John Smith who is جه بعد who is a famous runner يعني noun وقبل النون في adjective يعني adjective plus noun. ففي الحالة ديت هنحذف who is يبقى المفروض يبقى John Smith a famous runner who was interviewed on TV. يبقى لو في preposition هنحذف relative pronoun و verb to be. لو في noun أو adjective plus noun هنحذف relative pronoun و verb to be. Where equal in which. The shop was so big he worked in it. The shop in which he worked was so big. shop مكان استخدمنا معاه in which عشان هو بيشتغل جوه المكان. The shop where he worked was so big. يبقى in which هي equal where. He went to Alex. He spent most of his holiday there. But he went to Alex where Alex مكان he spent most of his holiday أو in which he spent most of his holiday. When equal which plus preposition with time مع الوقت. The day was remembered for long. They met on it. They refers to time و it on it refers to time عشان كده نستخدم the day on which they met was remembered for long. وممكن نقول the day when عشان كده on which equal هنا when. The day when they met was remembered for long. That equal when. I still remember the day that or when we met. Both of them are right and correct. 1980 was the year when or that my brother was born. 1980 was the year when or that my brother was born. Preposition plus relative pronoun. The death of his son was an experience from which he never fully recovered. هو مش شفي من التجربة بتاعت هذه الحادثة المؤلمة. It's a subject to which I devote a great deal of thought. كرس للموضوع كثير من الفكر. يبقى ممكن استخدم from which it's okay to which it's okay. Is that the film in which he kills his mother. يبقى in which برضو عشان بيتم داخل الفيلم. The man with whom I spoke a moment ago is a university professor. Speak with عشان كده قلنا with whom. Okay. Next. The manager to whom I sent the letter عشان I send a letter to someone. The manager to whom I sent the letter didn't agree to give me the job. مش وافق ان هو يديلي الجوب. يبقى نخلي بالنا ان ممكن مع relative pronoun يجي معاه prepositions. In case of deleting the relative pronoun use gerund لو verb plus ing instead of the verb. عايز احذف relative pronoun لازم استخدم مكانه verb plus ing or gerund. The man is very kind. He works in this office. The man who works in this office is very kind. أشيل بقى who works تبقى the man working in this office is very kind. The relative pronoun can be deleted if it comes in the place of object. لو جاي مكان الأوبجكت ممكن أنا أحذفه. The officer treated me very well. I met him at the police station. The officer whom or who or that I met at the police station treated me very well. The officer I met أشيل بقى relative pronoun or pronouns. The officer I met at the police station treated me very well. That is used after the superlative adjectives and after these words. That هستخدمها مع درجة المقارنة من النوع الثالث أو بعد هذه الكلمات. لو أنا عندي كلمة something, everything, anything, nothing, all, little, or much هستخدم that. This is the best book at the best superlative adjective of good. That explains everything. وكمان في عندي everything about space. وفي عندي superlative في عندي everything. خلتني نستخدم that. Do you have anything that will help my throat هتساعد في زوره تعالج زوره كويس. يبقى anything that the best that there is something برضو something that you should know. This is all that I know about him برضو all استخدم معاها that. There isn't much that I can do to help you. Much that. There is little that can be done to solve the problem. Little خدنا معاها that. Notes. You can travel to Luxor. Luxor is where you can find a lot of monuments. الأقصر ديت المكان اللي فيه كثير من الآثار. ممكن نقول هنا you can travel to Luxor which is where you can find a lot of monuments. دي فيها تركة شوية كده which is where you can find a lot of monuments. Use where after these words. في كلمات هستخدم معاها where. Stage ممكن تبقى مسرح أو مرحلة. Situation مسرح و point نقطة. Eventually I reached a stage where I began to enjoy my work. بدأ يستمتع بشغله. Stage خدنا معاها where. He found himself in a situation في موقف where he was unable to pay off his debts. مش قادر يسدد والعياذ بالله ديون. يبقى situation خدنا معاها where. هندخل بقى في الاكسرسايزز to check understanding. خلي بالنا مع بعض. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. My pen friend Space lives in Sweden. Swede is studying biology at university. Which one is the correct answer? Right? Who? Because I have my pen friend صديق المراسلة عاقل استخدم معاها who. Aisha Space father is well known doctor is my best friend at school. Which one is the correct answer? That's right, whose, because father of Aisha is a well-known doctor. Fruit space ripens on the tree, tastes best. Which one is the correct answer? That, because that equal which with non-human غير العاقل. Fruit. Our flat space is on the 5th floor, الدور الخامس, overlooks the Nile, يطل على النايل. Which, or flat, which is on the 5th floor overlooks the Nile. لما بنتكلم على فلات كإجمالي مش بنتكلم عن أي نشاط بيتم جواها. لو بنتكلم عن أي نشاط بيحدث جواها كنا خدنا وير، لكن احنا بنتكلم عن الفلات كمبنى نستخدم معاها which. Last week we had a meeting space we found out about next year's school trip. Which one is the correct answer? That's right. At the meeting, at which. She's written an article space she describes the problems facing our country. Which one? Yes, in the article. In which? She went to Cairo University space she studied Arabic language and literature. Where means in the university. Her work space had taken up much of her personal life, is still appreciated today. Which one? That's right. 9. Dr. Aisha, space father, is an important man, was born in Damietta in 1913. Right. Queen Victoria was born in 1819, was educated in London alone, without meeting other children. Which one? Queen Victoria is a human. So, who? Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, died in 1861. Space Victoria's always wore black clothes. And there is here something wrong. Remove it. Okay. Correct answer is after which, after the dying of Prince Albert, I'm hoping to study science at university. Space, I'd like to work as a research assistant. That's right. The city I was born is south of Egypt. City is a place. So in which or where? These days women have as good education as men. I think is a good thing. Which one is the correct answer? Which is right? 17. Yesterday I played a long game of tennis with my brother. Space me very tired. Which one is the correct answer? Which? The nurse space responsibility is to look after young children. Has worked at the hospital for 10 years. Right. The person space does most of the cooking in our family is my mother. The person who space 1837 was the year space Victoria became a queen of Britain. With time we use when. I've just read newspaper article in space the life of a famous woman is described in detail. The article in which my sister went to London University space she studied history. Where? University, the place. Lord of Flies is a story in space. A group of schoolboys are shipwrecked on an island. In which she asked me where I had been to space. I replied it's a secret سر يعني مينفعش اقوله. To which tomorrow I'm going to a meeting at space. We are going to discuss women's role in society. دور المرأة في المجتمع. At which he says he's busy. By space he really means he doesn't want to go out this evening. By which says something very cruel for I think he should apologize. For which Women's Day space marks an important event in 1990 is on March 16, which I have been reading about famous women I have found very interesting, which, because I am talking about reading, not about women, you have found reading very interesting, not women very interesting. Agatha Christie was a famous crime writer. His books were translated into many languages. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my presentation and hope you best of luck. Thank you and goodbye.